Good looking crowd here. Man. All right, as you said, my name's Tom Reidenbach. I'm the surgeon for the 69th Pennsylvania Irish out of Philadelphia, the Irish Brigade. I know there's a couple of units that are probably sitting there going, Reidenbach, Irish. Doesn't sound Irish, does it? Okay, that's perfectly fine because I'm historically accurate. Because both the surgeon and the assistant surgeon for the 69th were both Germans. Not too many Irish in America at that time were doctors. They were laborers, miners, farmers, all that kind of stuff. So, as George said, we may have gone to school together. He was from the South, I was from the North, but we may have gone to the same school. We went to school for 2 years to become a doctor. Man, that's tough, isn't it? 2 whole years. First year we sat and we listened to a bunch of lectures. Talk about boring. Second year we came back and guess what we got to do? Listen to those same lectures. Then we took a test. If you passed the test, you were a doctor. Now's when the real training began. Normally what would happen is that doctor that just took his test after listening to 2 years of lectures would go back, get with a doctor who'd been practicing. You ever notice how they say it's a medical practice? The guys aren't experts, they're practicing. But he would go back there, and that's when he would get all of his hands-on learning and learning what doctors knew back then. All right? So a lot different than today where you have to go to school for 40 million years, it seems like. Anybody in the medical profession? Raise your hand. Okay, yeah. It's real fun nowadays, isn't it? Yeah. All right, like I said, we probably went to the same school together. Beginning of the war, even before the war started, the United States Army at that time had roughly 120 some doctors for the entire army. But at that time, the army wasn't very big. All right. Then, when the Civil War broke out, those guys from the South, a lot of them, as George said, they went with their country because their state was their country. It wasn't the United States until the Civil War. That's what made us one giant country. Up until then, everybody had the mindset of their state, that's their country. So about 27, 28 of the doctors that were in the Army at the time went south, and they're the ones that were the core of the Confederate Medical Corps. They're the ones that started, they're the ones that got it organized, they're the ones that built that medical department. The other 90 some stayed in the North,